Assistant starter trying to rearrange him in there to get him comfortable. He appears to be ready for the start of the Met Mile. And they're off. Shackelford breaks well, and he's going for the early lead. Jackson Ben comes up on the outside, and Kaish Electronica was steady coming out of there. To honor and serve, and he's steady too. Shackelford leads the way. Jackson Ben's right up and on the pace today. And to honor and serve, down toward the rail. Here's Saginaw running along in fourth. Kaish Electronica back racing fifth now. 5 lengths back to Caleb's Posse. He'll do his best running later on. The opening quarter, 22 3/5 seconds. So Shackelford, as expected, the leader here down the backstretch run. To honor and serve just on the inside of Jackson Bend. And then it's Saginaw back running along in fourth. And it's another 2 to Kaish Electronica. 5 lengths back to Caleb's Posse now. Caleb's Posse has dropped 10 lengths off Shackelford, whose half mile was 44 3/5 seconds. Furlong after powerful furlong, it is Shackelford, and here's the diminutive Jackson Bend right there. Saginaw's putting in his bid now on the outside, and to honor and serve is still bottled up on the rail. Kaish Electronica coming with a sweeping move, and Caleb's Posse's getting closer, and now he's starting to kick in. Caleb's Posse swings to the outside for the stretch drive here. Shackelford in front. To honor and serve, nowhere to go at the rail. He comes outside. On the far outside, here comes Caleb's Posse coming hard, and Kaish Electronica, 1 furlong to go. Shackelford is still there. Caleb's Posse continues with a powerful rally. They're coming down to the finish, and Caleb's Posse, and Shackelford, and Caleb's Posse in a desperate photo finish in a thrilling edition of the Met Mile. The final time was 1:33 1/5 seconds. To honor and serve was third.
A Met Mile for the ages. What a finish here. The Preakness winner from a year ago, Shackelford on the lead, set the pace. Here comes Caleb's Posse on the outside with that furious finish.
Poor Caleb's Posse appears to have lost 3 tough photos in a row in very big races, but he had all the chances in the world to get by Shackelford. Now, Shackelford got away with a slow first quarter in this race, but you know what? He worked hard in the second quarter, and they ran over a second faster than a very impressive performance earlier in the day. Shackelford, the Preakness winner, a very, very tough nose and hard-earned victory over the tremendous Caleb's Posse. A great horse race.
And here on the New York Racing Series, as we slow it up, as they come down to the finish line, and they show the live shot of both Shackelford and Caleb's hitting the wire, you could hear just a roar rising up from the crowd at Belmont Park. And indeed, Shackelford has won by a nose. Caleb's Posse put in that monstrous run on the outside, second best, and the one to honor and serve, who was down on the rail and got out, was third, outrunning the last furlong.
And 12 days from now, Dale Romans is going to try to win an upset. I'll have another in the Preakness, in the Belmont Stakes, with perhaps the second choice in Dullahan. Well, he certainly started his run off when he came to New York today in the right way with Shackelford.
And if over the next 12 days we get something even close to the stretch battle and drive down to the finish line between Shackelford and Caleb's Posse, I think we'll all be in good shape. My heart is still racing from this battle in the Met.
This is what the game is all about, is watching good horses run their hearts out on the racetrack. And people sometimes lose sight of that, and seeing a horse like Shackelford, who dances every single dance, unlike Caleb's Posse, as well as Jackson Bend, he finished third in that Carter, but he went down to Churchill Downs, won a graded 2 stake down there, and comes back. They rested, he ran, and he got the money today.
Your point is even well taken. Going back to a year ago, he was one of only 3 horses, Shackelford, to run at all 3 legs of the Triple Crown. We'll recap the Met when we come back. Stay tuned here at Belmont.